Today, I want to share the single most powerful thing that you can do to ensure your creative agency will succeed. Now, I share so many tactics and strategies and tools in my free Facebook group, in my program, and they're all super helpful and useful in building the agency that you want, but none of them are going to work, frankly, if you don't do this one thing. Hi, my name is Pia Silva. I am the founder of No BS Agency Mastery, where I help small creative agencies become profitable and find freedom and ease in their business, even if you're just one person. Okay, so what is this one thing? The secret to success? Well, I believe it means taking full responsibility for everything in your business. Let's talk about what that means. When I say take responsibility, a lot of people get really defensive, right? Because when you think about responsibility, you think like, who's responsible for this? Who was in charge of this? And it becomes the person that is usually at fault when something bad happens, right? We think back to our childhood and we think, who's responsible? It's always the person who did something wrong. And I want you to change that mindset completely, because responsibility is actually an incredibly powerful thing in your business. I talk to business owners all the time who are constantly complaining about there aren't enough leads, or I don't have enough sales. And it's really easy to say, oh, people don't get what I do, or people aren't willing to pay these prices, or they don't value branding, they don't value strategy, they don't value design. All of these are just different ways of saying it's them, not me. And the problem with blaming external factors and blaming other people is that it's incredibly disempowering, because if it's all them, then you can't do anything about it. So where are you if you have no control over what happens in your business? If you have a habit of thinking that it's always an external factor, it's always them and not me, you're just going to stay stuck perpetually in this place where things are happening to you and you can't get your business out of the rut. Now, when I say instead, take full responsibility for everything that happens, you might think, Pia's telling me that I need to blame myself for this. It's not your fault. And if you think of it as fault and you get defensive, you're just going to clam up. Instead, I want you to think about responsibility as it's my responsibility to make sure that my business does better. Once you get into the mindset of thinking about how everything is your responsibility and opportunity to fix, all of a sudden, all the opportunities are open to you, right? There's tons of options in front of you, because if it's not about they won't pay more, but it's about what can I do to communicate my value so that they'll want to pay more, now you have tons of things that you can try and do. And even if one of them doesn't work, some of them will. And the only way that you're going to have the mojo and the energy and the enthusiasm to even try these things is if you feel squarely solid in the idea that your business is ultimately on you. Even when you hire other service providers, or you work with coaches, or you read books, or you follow ideas, ultimately it's your business and yours alone. And if you start to take that responsibility under your wing and use it as fuel to entice you to go do the things that you need to do to make your business more successful, that is the beginning of putting yourself on a path where your business can be whatever you want it to be. And as long as you constantly and consistently take responsibility for whatever is happening in your business, good and bad, you will set yourself up for success no matter what. I guarantee it. Because if you are showing up as the person in charge, that's how you're going to have the ability to try things and fail and get up and try again until you succeed. And you cannot fail if you never stop trying. This is such a core theme of everything I teach in the No BS Agency Mastery program. If you're ready to take full responsibility for your business, if your business is not what you want it to be right now, this might be the next step. And you might need to step up as a leader to say, I'm done with this. I'm ready to build the business that I've always wanted.